Sitting high in the saddle, nothing else matters. My feet in the stirrups, I'm so happy. There's nothing like the sound of Carolina hoofbeats.
We're here in Williamston, North Carolina at the Bob Martin Agriculture Center. We're going to take you front row right to a reining futurity. And a reining futurity is an event that is designed for horses 3 years old and under. A lot of these horses have never been in a competition pen before, but I assure you it's going to be an event to enjoy. 22 entries, competition is fierce. Some of the biggest names in reining are right here in Williamston with us tonight. So gather up the family, get comfortable, and let's get ready to slide. This is Beth Richardson from Columbia, Maryland, and she's president of the Virginia Reining Horse Association. And she's going to tell us a little bit about the association and what we're doing this weekend.
So this weekend is probably our biggest show of the year. We have about 205 horses on the grounds. We have what we call a futurity, so in reining horses terms, that is for 3-year-old reining horses. A lot of horses here, this will be their first time to come into the show pen and compete. As a 3-year-old, they don't show or compete before they're 3 for NRHA. We also have what we call an ancillary affiliate show that goes alongside that specific aged event, and that show includes all of the normal NRHA top 10 awards. So we have people run for world titles in specific divisions, so we're offering all of those classes as well.
Wow.
So the ancillary show, that affiliate section of the show, is sponsored by C.W. Wiley Custom Saddles, and then our futurity event, we're very fortunate to have McGee Farms Performance Horses as our sponsor for the futurity, and they're located in King, North Carolina. And so we're grateful for that, because that really has helped us a lot. We're building the show over, and progressively over the few years to try to bring more money in and bring more people in.
And if people want to get started in reining, what would you advise them on how to do that?
But NRHA has an entry-level program, and the Virginia Reining Horse Association, we add a beginner class. So we have a VRHA beginner class for anyone who's just starting out with sort of relaxed rules. They can ride with 2 hands, they can do simple lead changes and that kind of thing, just a little bit easier for them to get started, and that's limited to riders who are at that beginning level. So they're competing against people of equal experience.
And the Virginia Reining Horse Association, how many members do you guys have?
I think it's about 300.
Wow.
I know we have over 400 on our Facebook page.
That's awesome.
So we webcast all of our shows, and we have people that follow us. And so this weekend there have been a lot of activity on Facebook and on our webcast, watching the horses run this weekend.
That's really neat. Yeah. And where do you show? Where do you have shows at?
So we have 4 shows, primarily 4 shows a year. We have 3 of those here at the Ag Center in Williamston, 1 in March, and then that March show is focused on entry-level riders. The May show is a derby show for us. That's here also in Williamston. That show is a fundraiser in general because on Memorial Day we have a Wounded Warrior benefit for that show. We do a Pro-Am tournament, and there's buckles presented for that, and all of that money plus $1 per every entry goes to Wounded Warrior. And then this show is our futurity for the 3-year-old, so that's the focus at this show, is the younger horses and getting everybody ready for our fall events. So there's regional affiliate team finals, so we'll have folks that are that are showing now and competing that will be on our Virginia Reining Horse team for the regional affiliates. And for us, we're in a Northeast region, so we compete in New Jersey in September at that, and the folks that qualify out of that show will go to Oklahoma City at the end of November, beginning of December for the finals.
Is Oklahoma City kind of the headquarters for reining?
It's kind of the Mecca,
yes,
right?
I was going to say the Mecca.
Yes.
I mean, everything I I hear it's Oklahoma
Yes,
City.
Oklahoma City, Oklahoma City. Everyone wants to go to Oklahoma. So yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes, and that so Oklahoma City is a big draw for us. That's where two of the main NRHA events are held. One is the NRHA Derby, which is in June. The other one is the Futurity, and the Futurity is that big show of the year.
Right.
And it also that also hosts the North American Affiliate Championships.
And how can people get in contact with you?
So we have a website at www.virginiaraininghorse.com. There's contact information there for all of the board members, for myself, for the rest of our board. Send an email, call, whatever. Come, admission is free. We've got information available in our show office on the entry-level programs. For us, it's sharing something that's passion for us, and we think it's fun. And if you sit on a reining horse, you probably won't get off.
Very good.
It is my pleasure to welcome you to St. Andrews University in Laurinburg, North Carolina. My name is Carla Wenberg, and I'm an instructor and coach here. I'd like to invite you to 300 acres of a world-class equestrian facility. We have a dedicated group of instructors that come from the horse industry. They are award-winning in their own right, that teach private and group lessons. We house about 100 to 130 head of horses during the school year, and we have about 170 students that take our equestrian classes. We'd like for you to come visit our facility.
Hi, my name's Paul Dunn. I'm from Mule City Feeds here in Benson. I'm a member of the Benson Area Chamber of Commerce, and these are my mules. We want to invite you to come to Benson Mule Days in September. It'll be the 4th weekend, and starting on Thursday, we're going to have a concert. It's free. Please come see that. On Friday, we'll have the mule events. It's just like a horse show. You come, you bring your mules, you come sit in the stand, see what happens. The most fun thing that happens all day long is the mule race. We actually have people that are proud enough to go after riding mules, and after that we have a pull. Also on Friday we have rodeo and street dance, and there are all kinds of things going on at the Grove downtown. It's just like being at the state fair. On Saturday, it's really a great event where we have a parade like none other in the state of North Carolina. It's just like any parade for about an hour and a half. You get to see all the beauty queens and bands, and then after that there's about 2,000 horse and rider and wagons, and that's one of the biggest events in North Carolina. Saturday afternoon we have a bluegrass show, and Saturday evening we have more rodeos and street dances, and there's plenty of carnival rides for the kids. On Sunday we finish up with a rodeo and more carnival rides. Look forward to seeing you. Come on down to Mule Day this September.
My guest today is Josiane Gauthier from Francois Gauthier Reining and Sunny Pines Breeding Farm. We're here in Williamston filming the Reining show, and Josiane is a trainer. So Josiane, can you tell us a little bit about what you're doing here this weekend?
Well, we're here to actually, it's a futurity this weekend, so our goal is most of our 3-year-old, futurity means they're 3-year-old, and it's the first time in the pen. So we're, when it's a 3-year-old, you're going to show them two-handed since they're still babies. And a lot of the time, this show is the first time these horses ever been to a show. So our goal is to have a good experience. We're going to show our 3-year-old to kind of see a little bit what we got. These horses have been ridden since they're 2 years old, starting in January. So they have a 1.5 years of training. So our goal is to kind of see where they're at in their training, what kind of caliber of horses they are now, and to see if they're strong enough to go to the future shows. So that's the main part that we're here. And also we have a lot of non-pros that are coming with us, and we have one guy from, his name is Francois from the Dominican Republic, and he's going to represent his country for the World Game in 2014 in France. So he's here testing his horse, and he just marked the 145.5, so he's leading so far. So we're just having a great show so far.
Very good. And when you're looking for a reining horse prospect, what do you generally look for? Are they pretty much all quarter horses, or is it?
There is, Arabian mix or paints. For sure, quarter horse and having a great reining bloodline, you will feel a big difference with their mentality. They are so easy going. They're very easy trainable, and I think I personally like to stay with that breed because it makes my job a little easier, also conformation wise.
Right. And when you look for confirmation for a reining prospect, what are you looking for?
I mean, big important things: shoulder, headset, how their neck comes out of their shoulders. You know, if they don't have a good set of their shoulder and a good point shoulder, it's going to be very hard for them to pick him up in the stops, very hard for them to turn over for a spin. For sure they have to have a nice low hop to be able to stop. You know,
balanced overall.
Balance them out, but shoulders and hip is very, very important.
Very good. And you say you've been training the 3-year-olds for about a year and a half. What age does a reining horse become a pro? And you think he's really, or is it different with everyone?
No, I mean, if they started really like they were supposed to in January of their 2-year-old year, normally in the summer of their 3-year-old year, so it's a year and a half, and I mean, they've had a month off here and there, some weeks off. That's when normally they're, you know, they're considered broke.
Right.
And probably I'd say by August, September, that's when they can start to be showing one-handed. I'd say, you know, for a horse to be ready to end off to a non-pro and saying, here you go, this horse will take care of you, it's not before they're really 4 or 5.
Right, right. So I noticed that you've added week-long camps at your farm now, so tell me about that.
Yes, we just had a lot of student and customer from overseas and even Canada, and now we're offering for people even here in the States that wanted to have a good experience, go to the United States, kind of see how it is to live on the ranch, get to know our sport of reining, and there's just no place where they would offer that kind of clinic. So we just decided, you know, they come over, they have a lesson in the morning, a lesson in the afternoon, and they can do as much as they want to help us, can be part of the team, feed, lunch, warm up horses, and also they follow our horses training throughout the whole week, so they kind of see with, you know, 10 different horses per trainers what they go through throughout that week.
Right.
So it's just a lot of information.
That's a wonderful hands-on experience. I want to go to that myself. And so you guys stand stallions also at your farm, don't you?
Yes, ma'am. We own Rowdy Yankee. He's a $1 million sire of reining, and there's so far only 21 stallion that's hit the $1 million mark as a producing sire. And so we're really proud of him. He's by Smart Chicolina.
And for those of you that have been following Carolina Hoofbeats, he was on our very first cover of our magazine.
Yes, I was really proud of that. I still have that magazine. And we also own Don Quintana that we bought at least 10 years ago. My dad showed in the World Game or actually in the FEI shows, I'm sorry. And he's just been a great addition and produced about 300,000 to 400,000 of his babies. So we're excited.
Very nice, very nice. So you have a breeding farm in addition to your training business?
Yes, and that's kind of what I started taking care of. I used to breed about 200 mares a year, ship semen all over the world. Now I'm more concentrated on the riding part of it, but it's very important, I think, as a rounded program, you want to be able to offer, you know, I know what I like of a reining horse, so I'm going to try to produce those kind of offsprings to, after that, show and train and sell, and because I know what I like as a horse, and it's easier for me than trying to go out and buy that kind of caliber horses or that kind of conformation.
Right.
So we just try, we know our stallions, and we buy some good mares and we match them the way they're supposed to be and try to produce that baby that we want.
Very good. And Josiane has been writing a lot of articles for our magazine as well on training and trying to help people learn how to do it a little bit at their houses.
Yes, ma'am.
Get some lessons.
Yes,
so
ma'am.
Very good. So you're riding tonight?
I am. I have a really nice little filly. She's by one of our stallion, Don Quintana. She's owned by Tilden White Earth, is a customer of ours, and she's been a sweet little mare. She's a, she's a little mare. She's not like this big caliber open mare, but she has so much heart that it'll be her first time in the pen. So, you know, I'm really excited to see what she's going to give me out there today.
Very good. My next guest is Rebecca McCabe from Catlett, Virginia. And Rebecca is a young reiner, so we thought we'd talk to her and let her give us some information on how to get into the sport and what drew her to the sport. So what do you like best about reining?
I like the spins about reining and everything, and how everybody supports you and not doesn't try to beat you or something. They're always supportive of each other.
That's awesome. And so how long have you been reining?
I've been reining for 3 years.
And how long have you been riding?
I've been riding on and off since I was 2.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's great. So you compete in what category here?
I compete in the youth 14 to 18.
Okay.
And they have other categories like 13 and under, and then short stirrup, which is 10 and under.
Okay. So, and what kind of horse do you ride?
I ride a gelding, so, and he's a really pretty boy. He has like blonde mane and everything.
Oh,
so,
what's his
yeah,
name?
Cooper.
That's
He's
nice.
named after Bradley Cooper, the actor.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. I see you have some medals around your neck. Did you win those?
Yes, ma'am. I won them today.
Tell me
this
about
one
them.
was from when I placed 9th on my grandmother's horse, Red.
Okay.
And this one was when I placed 2nd today on Cooper.
Very good. Very good. So are you riding more this weekend?
Yes, ma'am. I ride tomorrow too.
Okay. And do you accumulate points during the year when you do the shows? Is for high points awards?
You have high points awards. Like at the end of the year, they have a banquet, and then they have everybody there, and then they give away the buckles and stuff for the end of the year prizes.
Okay.
really
And how hard do you train for this at home? Do you practice often, or what do you do?
Yeah, I ride about every day. Yeah.
And do you ride with a trainer, or do you?
Yeah, I ride with a trainer named Dutch Chapman, who also has 2 other trainers, Maya Stessen and Martin Odette.
And they are from Virginia, I assume?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're up in Maryland though.
Oh,
so,
okay.
yeah.
All right. And what do you plan to do as you grow up with your horse career? Do you continue to pursue it, or?
Yeah, I continue to pursue it and show a bunch of horses and stuff, but I want to be a graphic designer.
All right.
So, yeah.
Well, I know a little bit about that with the magazine, so you have to call me when you go to school. Very good. All right. Well, congratulations on your wins and good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
Rodeo Virginia 2012, I had the opportunity to travel the country riding on many different horses and in many different saddles. But nothing compared to coming home and riding in uniquely my world-class saddlery saddle. From its unique dog flower tooling to the custom stirrups made just for me, the saddle fits me and my horses perfectly. So whether I'm out running barrels or in a parade, the saddle is both durable and beautiful. It can get the job done and still look good while doing it. I look forward to riding in my world-class saddlery for many years to come.
The North Carolina Horse Council was established in 1972. We are a nonprofit organization that puts every dollar received back into supporting and working for our members. We are a volunteer organization that is supported by people just like you, with passion and energy.
Hi, I'm Sue Gray, Executive Director of the North Carolina Horse Council, and I'd like to share with you today a few reasons of why I would like you to join us. We are your voice. We work on rules and regulations that help you use and enjoy your horses each and every day. There's power in numbers. We have over 306,000 horses in North Carolina, making us 8th in the nation. We also have over 53,000 households owning horses with multiple owners within those households. And we are a $2 billion industry adding to the economics of the state of North Carolina. Power in numbers. We ask you that we can go and help to protect those privileges as we move forward. But we do more than that. We also do grants, and we help to preserve land and protect our trails, and we support youth groups and other equine associations throughout the state.
We welcome you to join us and be part of the largest and most active horse council in America.
Hi, my next guest is Francois Gauthier. And Francois kind of started the reining industry in North Carolina and had a big hand in it. How long have you been here?
Over 20 years. I moved in at the end of '92.
Wow, what brought you to North Carolina?
I sold my farm up in Quebec, got here, and the farm I am right now belong to Linda Matthews. Used to belong to Linda Matthews,
Right.
and she was involved in the reining before. But at that time, the farm was kind of empty, and I came here just for a month in April to get out of the winter to ride my horse in North Carolina because I knew Linda a little bit, and I was supposed to get involved to buy somewhere else in Canada, but then after I passed a month here, I decided I would be the best place for the breeding and the training because of the weather and the facility to be close to north-south 95 and stuff like that. I leased the farm first, and then I bought it, and then we start like that.
So So Sunny Pines Farms in Common, North Carolina?
Yeah.
Very good. And then you went on to have a fabulous reining career. Tell me about some of your highs in your career.
Well, I shown since I am young up in Canada. We started about the same time in the reining in the late 60s. And then I show there, and my father was a breeder. Was the first quarters breeder up in Quebec. And then after school, then I took the business, and we were doing lessons and training and breeding also. And then I started showing in RHA like in 1980, and I got a very nice horse in 1988. The stallion is still alive, and then he made the final at the Futurity in 1988, and then after in 1992 he was breeding a lot of mare, mostly U.S. customer, and then the facility was too small, and North Carolina was perfect for breeding because a lot of field, the ground is in our area is very nice, sandy. Okay, I moved here mostly for the breeding. I have more space, and then we keep showing the baby out of our stallion, and I came here with 6 horses, and then a couple of years ago we had 150. He keep growing up, and I show the local show here, Williamston, Raleigh. Used to be in Raleigh more. And then I show the major in RHA even, and then I made the final many times at the Futurity. I was second in 206, in 204, sorry. And then in 202 and 206 I participated in the World Equestrian Game. And then the first one was in Spain, and it was the first time that Reining was participating in that, and I was with Team Canada, and we finished second, and I did it again in 206 in Germany.
Wow, that's an honor.
Yeah, and then now maybe there's another. The next game is World Game is in Paris, near Paris next year, and maybe. I don't know if I'm going to show, but maybe Josiane would try to qualify again.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
So you're in the Reining Horse Hall of Fame, aren't you?
Some part of it, like up where I'm from, Quebec Reining Association, that part. Yeah.
That's awesome. And was the first stallion Boogie Flashback?
That's the first stallion that we promote very well, and we bought him as a late 2-year-old, and we trained him all the way, and he's got a special look on him and a special disposition, and he was very popular. And now he's 28 years old, and we had many of his daughters that we kept as a broke mare, and we promote some other stallion now. The main one is Roddy Yankee.
Right.
His baby produced over $1 million, and we breed a lot of Boogie's mare with him.
Very good. So you have for sale horses like babies and yearlings and 2-year-olds and prospects?
Yeah. We breed. We got down maybe I got about 15 baby a year born, but we breed many mare for different customers, and they bring them back when they're 2. We get them broke and promote them. And we evaluate them, and some have enough talent to go to the show ring, and some have we can bring them to the sale in Oklahoma, depending the disposition of the horse. We promote them for customers. It's all related to the breeding.
Right. And you have your own line of tag now too, don't you?
Yeah. A few years ago, one company approached me. That a guy from France I know before. He came to work in North Carolina for a company that wanted to develop something to get some bit and some kind of material that will be a little bit more affordable, but better quality. Like it doesn't cost much to make a $50 bit than a $500. But you have to be a little bit the structure and then the format to be a little bit better.
Right.
And then I work on that, and with my brother then he helped me to design a lot of stuff, and they sold it in Europe and Canada also.
Okay. And people can buy that at your farm and online
Yeah,
too?
yeah. We keep that. We keep it. It's not a big tack shop, but we keep the line and a couple of products for people to come. You know.
Right.
People come from all over the place. Sometimes they buy a horse. They want to have some stuff with it. You know?
Okay, and they can reach you online to schedule.
Yeah.
What is that website?
The website is fgauthier.reining.com.
Okay. Very good. Well, thank you for your time. I appreciate you talking with us.
You're welcome.
Thank you for watching today, and I hope that you'll stay tuned every Sunday night for a new episode of Carolina Hoofbeats. And remember, if you listen really carefully, you might just hear the sound of Carolina Hoofbeats near you.
This episode of Carolina Hoofbeats TV was made possible in part by funding received from the North Carolina Horse Council, a North Carolina nonprofit corporation dedicated to representing and furthering the common interest of the entire equine industry in all 100 counties of North Carolina. Carolina Hoofbeats is brought to you in part by Newcomb Quarter Horses. Newcomb Quarter Horses with over 40 years experience. Find out how we can help you today. NewcombQuarterHorses.net. And by World Class Saddlery. Custom saddles, repairs, custom tack, and personal leather items. Find out more at worldclasssaddlery.com. And also by Carolina Hoofbeats Magazine, a free publication about the horse industry in North Carolina. Catch up on the latest issue at carolinahoofbeats.com.
Nothing else matters. My feet in the stirrups, I'm so happy. There's nothing like the sound of Carolina Hoofbeats. Sitting high in the saddle, nothing else matters. My feet in the stirrups, I'm so happy. There's nothing like the sound